Bobbies Mountain to check for my camera. Shoot. Had to go straight up. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. God, they just destroyed this forest. It's so hard to walk. Especially with the ferns. You can't see all the branches underneath. Look what they did. They ruined everything. Oh my God. Let me put a camera out here. I'm glad I'm not going up that way. Look at this. There was no paths through this forest. Now there is. I'm actually going around that corner and then down. But it used to be a long way to get there. But now it's not. And then they cut a path that looks like all the way up the mountain that way. Probably could get up to the ruins that way. Well, I'm not heading that way. I'm heading down by the water to get my camera or change out the card. I don't know, or move it. Anyway, well, that's what I'm gonna do. See if anybody's been walking on the path. Up, up, up. See what they did? They just bulldozed all the trees they didn't want and just threw them off to the side. Oh boy, I could smell an animal when I came in. And look at this guy, he's marking his territory. Don't know who it is, but could be a dog, probably like a coyote, a wolf, or a big cat. Definitely marking its spot though. Alright, here's what I got. EMF, GoPro, and a recorder for sound should anything come by while I'm gone, because I am headed that way, down into the dingy forest. Have to go that way a little bit, I guess. Alright, here we go. Probably way up from where I really need to go, but I'm not going through there. Great. Ankle breaker, ankle twister type of terrain. Used to be so nice walking in this forest. They were down trees, but you could go around them. All right. But not anymore. Well, I didn't do too bad. It was the cancer tree. Came out at a good spot. Here's a little trail. So the animals are starting to make trails now. One goes down that way, and one goes off this way. Just deer. Gets used a lot. No, look, the down trees they left here. We saw that last time. Or maybe it didn't, because last time I was in here, I had my GoPro with me on a new stabilization unit, and I turned it on and it was working. And when I came out of the forest, it had turned itself off minutes after I turned it on, if not seconds. And I turned it on again when I left. That was weird. Oh yeah. Oh, I brought something for gold fever. Hold on, watch this. Ta-da! Yeah. I'm ready now. Let's see what we got. I'll just do this real quick because I'm not here for that. Let's just see. I heard it do a beep. Anyway, I'm not here for that. Phew. All right. Woo. Oh. I'm glad I'm not heading that way. That's up Bobbies Mountain. A good mile up there. One more. Anyway, my GoPro camera is way back there. You can't see me from here, I doubt. I just have to make sure I find it on my way out. Alright, let's get out of here. Head to where I'm heading. It's downstream. And to the left, I'm going over into there. So up and over. It's not dry in the woods, so I'm not making any sound, so I gotta watch out that I don't bump into my friendly bears, which I've never met face to face, but I know they're here. I think I felt a few sprinkles. I don't mind if it rains in the forest. It's kind of nice. All right. Yeah, it's raining. Well, drizzling. But even different. I smell that tobacco smell. Kind of. It's an animal. Alright, we made it. My camera's over there. In that clearing, that's where I think there's something buried under there. A building of some sort. And, well, let's go see if anything came up on the camera. That'd be neat. Alright, if I do decide to leave the camera out here, I'm going to leave it like right here in this open area. Put it facing this way. Or maybe facing the other, I'm not sure. Maybe I could hide it in here. I'll have a look when I get it. Good, I see it. I see some animals been going that way. And this way. There he is. Alright. See if there's anything strange with it. I've seen this thing say weird things on it. Interesting. Battery's dead. Alright. I think I'll take it and move it. Put new batteries in. Alright. If I hadn't told you this before, you always follow the same trail you came in on. If you're looking at like where there's ferns and stuff like that, so you know where you've been and what you've done to the forest next time you come back. And of course I remember all the trails that I saw just now. Alright, I'll have a seat down in here somewhere. And then I'll change the batteries out, put a new card in, and stuff him somewhere. Alright, somewhere in here. Alright, got my new fresh batteries in here. Let's see if it's going to work. It's not always guaranteed. Come on, I don't see anything yet. Don't tell me they ruined this camera, please. I can't afford any more cameras, so I'm out of luck if this one doesn't work. Hopefully it got something on the card before they ruined the camera. It's not coming on. No. I'll fidget with it for a few seconds. See if that will help. Okay. Works. Green light's flashing. And I'm out of here. Alright, there he is. Oh, my battery in my camera just went up one notch, and it was down one notch a minute ago. That is weird. Okay. But it's not weird for this forest. Things like that happen all the time. Anyway, there it is. I gotta get out of here. Some pretty healthy deer have gone by here. We'll see them on my camera back of me next time I come out. And the bear probably comes down here too. So maybe we'll see. There were two of them. We'll see if they've split up yet. Alright, like I said, my battery's about to die. 30 minutes left or something. Maybe. You hear the water. You like it here? I got 4 minutes left on this thing before it dies. And I got a good half hour before I get back to the camera. So I guess I'm not going to be showing too much from now on. I'll go as far as I can, I guess. Oh, I was telling somebody the other day, and I've mentioned it in some videos, but there's this mass black tarry substance I find on branches that are where somebody is and they eat, and I found this stuff stuffed under a log like they were trying to hide it, and it's just like this black shiny-ish material on the branches, twigs and stuff. And but the funny thing is, whoever does it tries to hide it. If I see that again, I will film it. My battery says it's about to die, so I'm going to cut this off. And I guess that's the end of the trip, unless I get a few seconds at the end. Okay, see ya. Well, why do I always choose the forests that are just up and down? Oh, not getting any younger here. All right. I see they're playing with my battery. So now it's back up to 36 minutes. But back there it was down to 3 minutes and it was going red and telling me it was about to shut off. So, that's a good sign. They're playing with me. Alright. Let's get going again. Anyway, that black substance, I'll film that next time I find it, because it's some kind of thing from their digestion or something. Whoever it is, I think it's... And I'll say this. Where I found this stuff was... I was walking through the thick stuff here, but it was taller. It was more grass, and it was in a different part of this forest. And I was following these big footprints through the grass, and I couldn't even walk over the footprints because they were it was so tall, and the stride was huge. So I walked in, and in the middle of the grassy area, I found this like 8-foot circle that all been tamped down, like somebody was sitting in there. And I looked over, and it looked like something had been stuffed up under this log. So I used a stick to pull it out because I don't touch stuff. And it was covered in, there was these sticks all covered in this black stuff. Well, also, there was this black stuff in another place where I gave them peanuts and everything. But the point is that because of those big footprints, I believe that to be Bigfoot. So whatever he does, hydration, or I mean, hydration. I was getting bit by a mosquito there. Whatever it is, it comes from him. It didn't smell or anything, but it was just like this stuff. I think my camera's about to die. Anyway, I'm out of here. Oh, what was I going to say? Ever since I've been in this forest, that tree has been here. And it's still growing. It has wicked cancer on it all over the place. There are marks for their logging, which they didn't take those trees that they said they were going to, look like. Yeah, they just ruined this forest, though. It's terrible. Boy. If the deer were to get spooked in this forest, you'd have a lot of broken legs. I saw one the other day with a broken leg. It was a young one. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything to help it with. And it ran off into the forest with another one. There was just some does, young ones. But that was sad. Usually I have a gun with me or something. if I had tried to follow it, I would have probably ended up hurting it by it having to try to run and probably scare it to death. So I didn't do that. But I'm not against putting an animal down if it's really hurt out here. I gotta find my camera. Should have marked it with GPS. Except for GPS doesn't work in this forest. It's hard to know my way around. I used to know it really well. Looks like the road up there. All right. First sign of life. Other than deer prints, but pretty neat. No body. Let's have a look at this head. There you go. Look at the fangs on that thing. Wow. If it's a beaver, what the heck's it doing way out in the middle of the forest? Just the head. It's weird. Anyway, it's a weird forest. Thank you. Gotta turn this off. Boy, I'm glad I looked because I was actually going the wrong way. I'm actually going up into the mountains too far to the right from where I'm supposed to go. My camera is actually, see, I was thinking it was up in there. It's actually down here somewhere. That's the path going back. Boy, I don't like this forest. It's just, it's confusing now. I don't have my bearings anymore. I've been in this forest for, oh, I don't know, 10 years or so, and I don't know where to go now. Oh, I found it. Looks like it's about to rain any second. That was good timing. And it's actually working. I wonder if that EMF meter went off. We'll hear it. If it did. Yeah, I'm gonna get going because I think it's gonna start raining a little harder, and I'm out in the open for a quarter mile or so, and then in the forest again. All right. So I found it. Now I've got to go another mile back. I couldn't believe that. It's just because I thought I had everything, but I wear a belt and I've got guns on it, cameras, knives, compasses, all sorts of things on my belt, and it weighs quite a bit. So I didn't even miss the backpack. Now I got to go back up again and over and up again and over with not a full backpack, but it's a little lighter than it was. I don't have any water with me, so that's a drag. But all right, try again. I have to go back up because I have to go get my camera that's way out there. And it's raining. All right, I'll do it one more time. This time I'll go up a different way. I won't miss the camera like I did last time. I think I know now where to go. All right, here we go. All right, I'm by the water again. There's a big piece of quartz in there. Where is it? Maybe it isn't. I know somewhere on here there's a really big piece of quartz. Looks really neat. Anyway, cross this, head up that mountain again, find my camera. I smell somebody. Wind's coming from that direction. He's up there. I just heard a chipmunk give him away. Up there is where the white being is. Way up there. Interesting. Oh, sun peeped out for a second. It's not raining anymore, that's good. I can see little patches of blue sky out there. Little bits. Supposed to clear off today. Alright. Somewhere over there is my camera. Last time I ended up going way up there and then having to walk down again. So I'm going to start cutting over now to my camera. Alright, so I'm almost there. The second time climbing up and over and up and over. And then finally all this way up here with an extra 15 pounds. It's taking its toll on me, but I'm almost there. I'll look for my camera again. And then it's downhill from there. Where I found the camera, the GoPro ran out of juice. The recorder's still going and the EMF. Pack it up and head home. Just say this really quickly. The EMF had been turned off. When I left here, it was on. My recorder's on, so if anybody was here, it will have recorded it. But then these guys don't make noise if they don't want to. So let's see how many tracks are there actually. Oh, one, good. So they didn't turn it off and turn it back on. All right, let's get out of here. Put it in my backpack and remember to bring my backpack with me. Fool. So what I did was I weed here to mark the territory. This is now my forest again, not this guy. It's a nice trail that they made through here. But I'm not going that way. I have to go down through there. Mosquitoes are out big now that it just rained. But I gotta find a way to get down there. I'll go down a little further and then I'll go. Almost looks like a footprint there, doesn't it? Massive one. Pretty interesting. I don't think it is though, but interesting though. All right. Oh. You can hear the cars from the valley. It's about a mile away, 2 miles or so. But you can hear it in certain parts of the forest every once in a while. It reverberates all over the mountains. Here's my